It is 8 o'clock and it has already been a day. But kids are making it a little bit impossible to film this clip, but here we are. Saturday morning of Smutathon, and I've already started Stuffed by Mink. It's a good time so far, and I'm enjoying it. I hope to be done with it mid-morning. I have some housework to do, some stuff for my family, but the rest of the time today, I'm hoping to read. So hopefully the rest of this vlog goes a lot better than my morning so far, but I am enjoying my book. So all right, hello guys, I finished Stuffed by Mink and it ended up being really cute and funny. Minimum conflict. So it turns out she does not own a stuffed animal, like build a stuffy shop. She's just an employee, and then she has an Etsy shop where she makes her own, which are much more customizable, aren't just teddy bears. So that's fun. She's a klutz, kind of naive. It was a good time. I did start the Negotiator. I'm only like one page in. It's already so good. I just love these people. But I wanted to update you on Stuffed while I'm still thinking about it, and also I think I'm going to go eat some food, which I think it's going to be leftover like chili cheese fries. So there's that. I'm going to read The Negotiator for sure. 100%. The Negotiator was not on my TBR, but Jessica announced last night that it was going live today, and I was just like, well, there goes my Smutathon TBR, because I am not waiting. And her books are smutty and delightful. Not novellas, and they're not completely lighthearted. Like, there's a lot of depth in them. I was not putting that off. I love that series so much, so I'm really excited. The Negotiator, number 7 in the professional series by Jessica Gadziala, and it's gonna be amazing. So I'm gonna go eat chili cheese fries.
All right, folks, here's what we have going on. Chili cheese fries looks terrible, smells delicious, and Taylor Swift's Reputation, which I've watched a bajillion times, and I'm just resuming where I was last time like I always do. So be a quick little break, and then I'm going to continue The Negotiator.
All right, folks, I am 2 chapters into The Negotiator, and it is so good. And chapter 3 is in Christopher's perspective, and I cannot wait. It's so good. For sure, I think that you should read this series in order, because just the history and knowing all the characters except for the love interest already from other books is just so much better than it would be just jumping into it. But oh man, this is everything that I wanted. I'm so hooked. Like, she has pulled me in deep. I've already smiled like a bunch of times, and yeah, I'm loving this book. 2 chapters in. Okay. Oh man, The Negotiator is kicking my butt. I've started wearing these blue light glasses. They're filthy. It's fine. Because my eyes get so strained from reading on my phone. And I really think that they're helping. So The Negotiator, I just read where she tells Christopher about her past trauma. Oh, it's rough, but I love how, like, the last sentence of the chapter is kind of lighthearted and gets you back into the present storyline. And yeah, I just love Jessica's writing so much. Like, you don't even know. I realized that I gush a lot about it, but her books are just so good. I love this series, and I really like this one. So Miller is the negotiator for the Fixer team. In the past books, she's like the best of the best at what she does, right? And in this one, she really is too. But this one, you get to see her as a woman and not just her as, you know, a professional. And I love it. I've loved her for so many books now, and I've just been waiting for her story, and now we get just this Greek crime lord love interest, and she's just like being like sweet and homey while also bringing her skills to the table, and I just am loving it. Guys, is there anything better than someone that like has to be hard all the time for their job and because of their life experiences, and then they find somebody to love that like gets them, and they can just like be sweet and real and not have to have their guard up and not have to be like the baddest of them all. I'm really loving this book, like so much. Like so much. And I know like a ton of it is just that I've loved the whole series and have been watching Miller like all these books, but I'm like 65% through the book. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna be able to do anything else till I finish it. Oh. Oh. Freaking 80% through the book. Oh, I hate so much in books where the like characters that love them, that are not the love interests, more like the family, found family, screw up the relationship with people's best interests in mind. Oh, God. And I'm upset. I know it'll be made right. I know they'll be okay. I know all the things. 80% through the book, and I'm a world of hurt right now. My poor chest. Oh, it hurts. Why? Okay. I'm like 82%. He just got on a plane. The cavalry is coming. I hope. I don't know. Oh my word. Like, I don't even know what to say. This book has me tied up in knots. Knots. Ooh. Oh, holy cow. So I just finished The Negotiator and loved it. I loved it. I freaking loved it. Oh my word. So the final conflict is not resolved until the epilogue, which was interesting. But it's just so sweet. It's just so sweet. Oh my word. Miller is just, I like her. She like works so hard proving that she's just as good as the guys. And then, you know, she finds her person and she lets him in, and I just loved it. I loved it so much because, you know, it's so true and accurate. Like, when you find the person you're meant to be with, the person that you love, that loves you, that you can be your safe place and you can open up to them, like, that's happiness, I think. I just can't wait to see who we get next. I hope that this series ends up being like 20 books because I want everybody to get their own book, and she just keeps adding characters. I want them all to get happily ever afters in their own books. Like, I want to read it. It was so good. Okay, it's 9:40. Watching Pride and Prejudice. I think I'm going to get ready for bed and then maybe color a tiny bit. And then I think I'm going to get in bed and start Kidnapped by Bigfoot. I don't know why. That's what I'm going to do. I will probably just update you guys tomorrow morning at some point. So, first day. Is there anything better than Pride and Prejudice? Just as like a comfort watch background noise thing? I don't think so. Just thought I would show you guys real quick what I'm working on. On to the next one. This is Ivy and the Inky Butterfly by Johanna Basford, and it is a storybook that you color. And my little girl is 2 years old, and I'm thinking by the time I finish, she'll be a few years older, and this will just be really fun to read to her, having colored it myself. So yeah, this is one of the ways that I relax. But Johanna Basford has the coolest coloring books, but this one is especially cool. I think it's just such a fun idea. She wrote it for her daughters, and I just think it will be cool to share with mine. Good morning. So I read Kidnapped by Her Bigfoot this morning. Well, it's Kidnapped by Bigfoot on Goodreads, and it's Kidnapped by Her Bigfoot on Amazon. It's by Hart, and it's very insta-love. Like, he sees the tent, and he's like, I have a connection with the person in the tent. So neither one of them has any friends, and they love nature, they love camping. He lives in a cabin that he built. So there's that. Just like one line that kind of amused me, and that's about it. So it was just fine. I don't have anything else to say about it. I'm gonna start Given to the Mob, which is like less than 50 pages, so obviously it's gonna be very insta-lovey. So I think I might watch some YouTube while I drink my coffee and then take a bath and read. One of those. So I'll let you know. Okay, so I took a bath, played piano, took care of my dogs, killed a bunch of time on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube and all of the things. I finished Given to the Mob by Autumn Rain, and it was alright. I gave it kind of a generous 3 stars, I guess. I feel like it was only 3 stars though, because it's like my jam, which I mean, that's why you'd pick it up from the synopsis. But she's given to the mob to in place of her father's debt, and the alpha guy mob boss takes one look at her picture and is like, yeah, she's gonna be mine. And that's it. That's like all the plot that there is. And I'm like totally fine with kind of a forced marriage situation. Like, that's kind of what I'm looking for in mafia books. It was just very manipulative. So I didn't, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if the synopsis still appeals to you, it's like 50 pages. So it's an easy read. But I've started Cuffed Love by Mink. It's already pretty good. She is the sheriff because their town is so small that they got rid of their police force, and like their firefighters are just volunteer, and the like resident douche prince, like the son of the ruling family of the town, was running unopposed, and her best friend like hates him. So she talked her into running against him and won, and she won. So now she's the sheriff and like does not know what she's doing at all. And there's like no crime. And she's only been sheriff for a week. So I don't know. I think it's kind of a fun premise. I'm like not even a chapter into it, but I am enjoying it, and I'm going to go make more coffee because that's what I do. And read Cuffed Love. Okay, so I'm still, I think, in the first chapter of Cuffed Love, and she gets a call from this elderly lady that there's a man in a suit walking down the street, and she needs to check it out. And so, I don't know. I think it's hilarious. And she's like, I'm not gonna check. She's like, yeah, I'll handle it. And then she's like, I'm not gonna check on somebody walking down the street. But obviously, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the love interest. But I don't know. I think it's funny. There's like a cat deputy. Yeah, I'm into it. I am laughing, like full on laughing at Cuffed Love. It's hilarious. You should read it. It's funny. It's funny. All right. As much as I am enjoying Cuffed Love, I keep getting distracted, like YouTube analytics, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, distracted, and I'm starving. So I'm gonna eat lunch and maybe do something else, maybe even start a different book and come back to this. But it's really funny. I am really enjoying it. I'm just having squirrel moments. So we shall see. All right, does anybody know why my TV's flickering on my camera but not in real life? I'm going to watch the new Little Woman, eat some fish, plan some videos. It's 4 o'clock. It's really good. This is a really, really good remake. Like, it's excellent, but I'm crying. I'm crying and I'm coloring and I'm not reading, but that's okay. So, it's so sad. And happy. There's so much bittersweet, but I just like sweet. Okay, peoples. It is 7 o'clock in the evening. I am emotionally drained from Little Woman. Even though I've read the book and I've watched the old movie and I've been emotionally traumatized by this before, it's just been so long I had forgotten, and it was rough. I was crying so much. So much. However, I'm recovering from that. Drank some juice. Got my blood sugar back up. That movie was excellent. They did an incredible job. But the emotional trauma has been a little much for me today. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to read anything. We'll see. All right, people. I'm going to end this here. It's like 8:30 Sunday night. I haven't read anything in a few hours. So I'm still in the middle of Cuffed Love. I'm not in a reading mood. I think I'm going to edit some videos, plan some videos, watch some America's Funniest Home Videos. A lot of videos, but yeah, Little Woman drained me. Like, I could not. So to recap, I read Stuffed by Mink. It was funny, pretty good. I think I gave it 4 stars. Then I read The Negotiator by Jessica Gadziala and adored it, 5 stars. But even though it is a standalone romance, it will be so much richer if you at least read the professional series first, because you'll already be in love with Miller before you start her book, and I just think that made it so much better. Then I read Kidnapped by Bigfoot by Hart. That was 2 stars. Given to the Mob by On Rain. That was 2 to 3 stars because I like that trope. And then I started Cuffed Love by Mink, which I am really enjoying. It's funny. I'm just not in the mood. I'm not in the mood, and I don't force myself to read. And that kind of helps me keep me out of reading slumps because I read just for enjoyment. And so I think that's a good way to do it, and that's what I do. I started out yesterday with so much anxiety. I couldn't get my kids to be quiet. I couldn't get the video clips to work. And my husband and I have decided that for now, at least, my kids aren't going to show up in any of my videos, so it's hard to film around them. It was stressful. It was a mess. But if you are really having trouble vlogging or editing, just keep picking up the camera. Just keep on going. You'll get more natural. You'll get into a book. You have to get those words out, whatever it is. But keep trying. This will probably be my worst vlog ever. But I'll get better, right? I'll get better from here. So I am glad that I did it. Glad for the experience. Loved Smutathon. Enjoyed it. I'm so glad that they did it this weekend, but I'm pretty proud of myself for participating and vlogging and all the things, even though I didn't read nearly as much of my TBR as I thought I would, and I read the Negotiator, which wasn't even on my TBR, and I am not sorry, because it was glorious. So, thank you guys. I'm just really grateful. So, thanks. Bye.